Imagine a world where your backyard is an ocean and your vacation home is a country. That's just a glimpse into the life of Larry Ellison. We're pulling back the curtain on his mind-boggling global real estate holdings, showcasing the incredible stories and jaw-dropping details of properties that most people can only dream of. Hello, and welcome to another fascinating journey with At Richest Billionaires' Homes. Now, hands up if you've ever been completely gobsmacked by a property listing. We're not talking about your average postcode lottery win, but the kind of place that makes your jaw hit the floor. Today, we're setting our sights on a man who seems to collect them as a hobby. Mr. Larry Ellison, the man who built an empire out of data and now commands a property portfolio worth a cool couple of $1 billion. It's an acquisition spree that simply defies belief. Larry Ellison, from humble beginnings to billionaire. Before we dive into the sheer extravagance of his homes, it's worth a quick chinwag about the man himself. Lawrence Joseph Ellison, a chap who's a two-time college dropout, didn't exactly have a blueprint for success. He started out with a mere $2,000 and a belief in the power of data, founding a company that would eventually become Oracle. His story is a proper rags-to-riches tale, one where a chap from a modest background had a vision so immense, it changed the face of the tech world. He wasn't just building software, he was crafting a legacy, a narrative of unyielding determination and a slightly rebellious streak that has come to define him. It's the kind of journey that makes you think, blimey, anything's possible. He's a maverick, a close pal to the likes of Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, a man who has always followed his own path, both in the boardroom and on the property ladder. His story is a perfect example of how a singular, unwavering focus can lead to not just professional success, but a lifestyle that feels almost mythological. The illusion of the obvious. Now, here's a funny thing. When you see headlines about Larry Ellison's real estate, the first thought is always, oh, another billionaire with a massive house. But that's the illusion. The reality is far more complex, a proper mind-bending rabbit hole. This isn't just about collecting mega mansions, it's about a deeper desire, a profound belief in the intrinsic value of physical assets. It's a portfolio that speaks to a man who understands not just the digital world, but the tactile, tangible world of bricks and mortar, of land and legacy. He's not just buying houses, he's curating a collection of art, of history, of strategic footholds in some of the world's most prestigious locales. It's a psychological game, a manifestation of a mindset that sees opportunity and exclusivity where others just see an expensive pile of rocks. So, as we tour these incredible places, try to look beyond the price tag. Look for the stories, the intentions, the sheer audacity of it all. It's not just for show, it's a window into the soul of one of the planet's most intriguing figures. Luxury living, exploring Ellison's vast properties. So, let's take a gander at some of the trophy properties that make up this truly astonishing collection. San Francisco, the urban statement. Long before he became the beachfront baron of Malibu, Ellison planted his flag right in the heart of San Francisco's elite Pacific Heights. This isn't just any neighborhood, it's Billionaire's Row, a postcode where every brick seems to whisper a story of immense wealth and power. In 1988, he snapped up a magnificent modernist mansion on Broadway Street for what now seems like a bargain at $3.9 million. You can just imagine the thought process, can't you? A fresh tech mogul, wanting to be right there, in the epicenter of it all, amongst the titans like Johnny Ive and Mark Pincus. It's a statement, a desire to be recognized not just as a disruptor, but as an established member of the elite. This isn't a retreat, it's a command post. Its 5 bedrooms and 6 baths speak to a need for space and grandeur, a belief that even in the most urban of environments, one's home should be a sanctuary of success. And the desire to acquire the neighboring property in 2011 for a hefty $54 million. That's not just about more space, it's about control, about creating a fortress within the city, a testament to a man who believes in expanding his footprint wherever he lands. Woodside, a Kyoto dream. Now, if San Francisco was a public statement, Woodside is a deep, personal reflection. This is where Ellison's true architectural passions come to the fore, a place where his soul can find a moment of peace. Tucked into the rolling hills of Silicon Valley, he created a 23-acre compound inspired by Japanese imperial architecture. It's an extraordinary undertaking, a project that reportedly cost over $200 million. Picture the scene: an 8,000-square-foot main house, surrounded by 10 additional structures, a serene private lake, a traditional tea house, and a quiet koi pond. Every detail, from the carefully placed rocks to the gentle flow of water, is designed to evoke the serenity of a Kyoto retreat. This wasn't just a purchase, it was a deeply personal passion project, an emotional investment in a lifestyle and a philosophy. The belief was that one could find profound calm and balance, a state of mind, by meticulously crafting one's environment. The acquisition of a nearby residence for $1.5 million wasn't just about land. It was about protecting that serenity, ensuring the bubble of peace remained intact. It's a stunning example of a man who, despite all his power and wealth, simply desired a private haven away from the madding crowd. Malibu, the pop culture landmark. Malibu. The name alone conjures images of sun-kissed beaches and Hollywood royalty. But this particular estate, on Cross Creek Road, holds a special place in the pop culture pantheon. Acquired for a cool $22 million in 2005, it was previously the home of actress Linda Thompson and her sons, Brody and Brandon Jenner. And here's the kicker: this very residence was famously featured on the telly show MTV Cribs, earning a spot as one of the most expensive homes ever showcased. Just think of the stories that could be told within those walls. A veritable who's who of Hollywood royalty has walked those halls, from music mogul David Foster to the Jenners. For Ellison, the appeal was perhaps less about the star-studded history and more about the property's prime location. It speaks to a desire for lifestyle and a recognition of a classic, storied piece of real estate. He didn't just buy a house, he bought a piece of cultural history, a living, breathing landmark that represents the ultimate in California luxury. Carbon Beach, the land baron's masterpiece. If Malibu was a single acquisition, Carbon Beach was a full-blown conquest. This is where Ellison went from a collector to a bona fide land baron. Since 2002, he's been quietly amassing a mind-boggling portfolio of oceanfront properties along what's affectionately known as Billionaire's Beach. This wasn't just a series of purchases, it was a grand strategic play, a belief that control over this particular stretch of coastline was the ultimate trophy asset. He bought from fellow moguls like Jerry Bruckheimer and Joel Silver, acquiring at least 10 properties and spending well over $180 million. Just imagine the feeling of having that much private oceanfront, the sound of the waves a personal soundtrack to your life. The desire to own not just a piece of the beach, but the entire stretch, is a testament to his singular vision and an unwavering belief in a property's long-term value. One of his most notable acquisitions was a magnificent 7,700-square-foot estate with a tennis court and a pool, acquired in 2017 for $48 million. This isn't just a home, it's a statement of absolute dominance, an expression of a man who wants not just a seat at the table, but the entire table, chairs, and all. Beechwood Newport, the Museum of Elegance. Across the pond to the elegant shores of Newport, Rhode Island. This is where Ellison's interests shift from tech and luxury to art and history. In 2010, he snapped up Beechwood, a grand Gilded Age mansion that was once the summer home of the legendary Astor family. The price? A seemingly modest $10.5 million. But this was no ordinary real estate deal. Since then, Ellison has quietly expanded his holdings, acquiring 4 properties along the prestigious Bellevue Avenue, including the adjacent Seacliff estate. This move wasn't just about collecting homes, it was about a profound desire to own an entire slice of history, to create an architectural story that flows seamlessly from one legendary estate to the next. The most fascinating part of this story, though, is the intention behind it all. Ellison is reportedly undertaking a massive $100 million renovation of Beechwood, not to live in it, but to transform it into a private museum for his 19th-century art collection. The presence of round-the-clock security guards speaks to the seriousness of this vision. It's a remarkable belief that art should have a home as magnificent as its value, a place where it can be protected and appreciated for generations. It's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? The man who built a software empire is now a patron of the arts, preserving history one mansion at a time. Porcupine Creek, the wellness oasis. Here's a fun fact: Larry Ellison doesn't even play golf. And yet, he bought a 246-acre private golf estate in Rancho Mirage for a whopping $42.9 million. The place is called Porcupine Creek, and it's a proper desert playground. It comes with an 18-hole course, a private amphitheater, and a sprawling 18,430 square foot mansion, all nestled beneath the majestic Santa Rosa Mountains. This purchase speaks to a deeper intention, a desire to create something entirely new and innovative. He saw a landscape of opportunity, not just a golf course. Since the acquisition, he has reimagined the property as a 6-star boutique wellness resort under his Sensei brand. It's an incredible transformation, a belief that luxury and well-being can be perfectly intertwined. This wasn't a purchase for a personal hobby, but a calculated, visionary investment in a new kind of luxury experience. It's about a man who can look at a golf course and see a canvas for a wellness empire, a place where the mind and body can be nurtured and healed. Lanai, a country of his own. Now, this is the one that truly dropped jaws around the world. In 2012, Larry Ellison didn't just buy a property, he bought a country. Or, at least, 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai for a reported $500 million. This acquisition is so vast, so audacious, it's almost beyond human comprehension. It's a philosophical move, a powerful expression of ultimate control and responsibility. Since then, Ellison has become a full-time island steward, pouring enormous resources into sustainable farming initiatives and clean energy projects. This is not just about owning real estate, it's about a profound desire to create a self-sustaining, eco-conscious model for the future. The belief is that one can not only command a vast fortune but also use it to build a better world, a place where luxury and environmental responsibility coexist. The island itself is a perfect paradise, a place of pristine beaches, a Jack Nicklaus-designed golf course, and exclusive resorts, all without a single traffic light. It's the ultimate escape, a place where a tech titan can truly disconnect and focus on a bigger vision. Japan, a glimpse into a deeper appreciation. Ellison's global real estate journey takes a fascinating turn in Japan, where he owns a historic garden villa nestled within the grounds of Nanzenji, a revered Zen Buddhist temple in Kyoto. This isn't a flashy, show-off property. This is a place that speaks to a deep, personal appreciation for Japanese culture and design, a quiet understanding of history and tradition. The reported price of $86 million is a testament to the rarity and significance of the property. For a man who built a Japanese-inspired estate in Woodside, this is the real deal, an opportunity to own a piece of the authentic source of his inspiration. The intention is to transform the villa into a Japanese art museum, once again showing his deep-seated desire to preserve and share culture. It's a humbling expression of a man who understands that true wealth isn't just about what you own, but about the legacy you create and the beauty you choose to protect. Lake Tahoe, a Silicon Valley retreat. The serene beauty of Lake Tahoe has long been a retreat for the tech elite, and Ellison is no exception. In the exclusive enclave of Incline Village, he has picked up a collection of 4 adjacent homes. The plan, reportedly, is to demolish them and replace them with one sprawling single compound. This is a familiar pattern, a desire for consolidation and scale. It's a statement that says, why have 4 good things when you can have one magnificent thing? He joins a list of other tech luminaries, like Mark Zuckerberg, in seeing the investment potential and the lifestyle benefits of the region. The belief is that this isn't just a place to relax, it's a strategic investment in an exclusive community, a place where the titans of industry can find a moment of peace while staying within their social circle. The sheer scale of his plans shows a desire to build something truly monumental, a place that will stand the test of time as a symbol of his power and vision. North Palm Beach, the unflinching investment. In 2021, Ellison added a truly staggering property to his Florida portfolio with the $80 million purchase of a waterfront estate in the exclusive Seminole Landing enclave. This is no ordinary piece of land. Spanning over 7 acres with 520 feet of private ocean frontage, it's the third largest oceanfront parcel in the whole of Palm Beach County. Just imagine the thought process. A man with a desire for space, privacy, and an unobstructed view of the ocean, finding a piece of land so rare, it's capable of supporting a private helipad. The initial plans for demolition were later shelved, and he even flirted with the idea of a sale, listing it for a truly audacious $145 million. The fact that the deal didn't materialize isn't a failure. It's a testament to his belief in the property's value. He knows what he has, and is not afraid to hold out for a price that truly reflects its worth. It's a masterclass in high-stakes real estate, a demonstration of an unflinching conviction in the power of a prime location. Manalapan, the ultimate trophy. Now, for the pièce de résistance, the absolute jewel in the crown of his portfolio, the Gemini compound in Manalapan. In one of the boldest plays in residential real estate history, Ellison shelled out a staggering $173 million for this 22-acre ocean-to-lake estate. This is more than a home, it's a small kingdom. It's a property so unique, it was once owned by the Ziff family and more recently by tech titan Jim Clark. The sheer scale of it is mind-boggling. A palatial 62,200 square foot main residence with 33 bedrooms and 39 bathrooms. It's a proper estate, with a coastal road splitting the property, with its ocean and lakefront sections connected by subterranean tunnels, one of which is even an art gallery. Just think about that for a second. An art gallery in a tunnel. This isn't just luxury, it's sheer, unadulterated fantasy made real. The property comes with a PGA-grade golf practice facility, tennis and basketball courts, a boat dock, and lush natural features. It's a complete world unto itself, a private resort that speaks to a man who believes in having everything he could possibly desire, and then some. It's the ultimate expression of the billionaire lifestyle, a property that leaves you utterly speechless. London, the global footprint. And finally, to cap it all off, a monumental addition in one of the world's most prestigious cities, London. In 2024, Ellison purchased a prime West End building in St. James's Square for a cool $202 million. This acquisition is different from his residential ones. It's a strategic business move. The nearly vacant Grade A office complex, spanning over 82,000 square feet, signals a desire to use the building for one of his business ventures. It's a brilliant play, a manifestation of his belief that real estate isn't just about living. It's about commerce, about strategic positioning in the global marketplace. It shows a man who is always thinking, always planning, always looking for the next opportunity to expand his footprint and cement his legacy, both in the digital world and the physical one. Investing in the future, Ellison's $2 billion portfolio. What's truly fascinating about Larry Ellison's approach to real estate is that it mirrors his approach to technology. Just as Oracle's foundation was built on strategic acquisitions, his property portfolio is a series of meticulously planned investments. Each property isn't just a place to live, it's a diversified asset, a hedge against the volatile tides of the tech market. He believes in the timeless value of land and location, a stark contrast to the ephemeral nature of software code. This isn't just about wealth, it's about a deep, philosophical understanding of value. He sees the intrinsic potential in a Gilded Age mansion, a private island, or a prime piece of urban real estate. It's a mindset that extends to his philanthropic endeavors, like his support for education and research. He understands that true legacy is built not just on what you accumulate, but on what you give back and what you preserve for future generations. His real estate empire is a physical manifestation of that belief, a collection of assets that are designed to last, to inspire, and to tell a story far beyond his lifetime. Beyond the billions, a look at Ellison's passions. Ellison's interests, like his properties, are not one-dimensional. Beyond the billions, he's a man of profound passions. His love for sailing is legendary, leading him to co-found SailGP, a global sailing league. His former yacht, the colossal 453-foot Rising Sun, was reportedly built for over $200 million. Just imagine the sheer audacity of commissioning such a magnificent vessel. It's a reflection of a man who believes in pushing the limits of what's possible, a desire to conquer not just the tech world, but the open seas. The fact that he later opted to downsize to a mere 288-footer is a bit of a chuckle, isn't it? For most, that would be a dream, but for him, it's a smaller boat. His collection also includes military jets, a testament to his love of high performance and control. These hobbies aren't just for show, they're a window into a man who is driven by a desire for excellence in every facet of his life, a belief that true fulfillment comes from pursuing your passions with the same intensity you apply to your business. Lessons from Larry Ellison, the keys to success. So, what can we take away from this extraordinary tour? Larry Ellison's journey, from a college dropout to a global real estate magnate, is a masterclass in a few key principles. First, the importance of relentless pursuit. He never did anything halfway. He believed in his vision for Oracle with an unwavering conviction, and he has applied that same philosophy to his property acquisitions. Second, the power of embracing innovation. He didn't just buy houses, he saw the potential to turn a golf course into a wellness resort and a historic villa into a museum. His always thinking, always innovating, always looking for a new angle. Finally, he reminds us that true legacy is built with intention. His properties aren't just collections of luxury. They are reflections of his interests, his passions, and his profound belief in the power of lasting assets. He's a man who understands that in a world of constant change, some things are worth preserving, some stories are worth telling, and some dreams are worth building, no matter the cost. So, there you have it, a proper deep dive into the mind-boggling world of Larry Ellison's property portfolio. If this video has sparked your imagination and left you wanting more, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the world of luxury real estate. This video is produced by Richest Billionaire's Homes and is intended for entertainment and educational purposes within the luxury real estate niche. All audio, commentary, and informational content are original and created by our team through human research, writing, and editing. Select visual references may be sourced from publicly available materials and are used under fair use guidelines to support narrative and analysis. We do not claim ownership or representation of any third-party brands, properties, or entities featured. No infringement is intended. At Richest Billionaire's Homes, we don't just showcase properties, we sell a dream and tell a story. Our mission is to narrate the lifestyle, the vision, and the legacy behind every billionaire's home. We believe in tell, don't just show, because every space deserves a voice, and every detail speaks to a life well lived. The stories we tell here aren't found anywhere else on YouTube or social media. They're crafted by real people to inspire, captivate, and elevate your imagination.